Hello friends, welcome to our channel Plants, Crochet, Cooking and more. Today I'm going straight into our video. So first of all we make a chain of 6 and then make 20 number of double crochet in the little ring that has been formed. Now the second step will be 1 double crochet and 1 chain. Now it is 1 double crochet all around, which will be followed by 2 double crochet and 2 chain gaps. Now in this particular step we are going to do 2 double crochet, 2 chains and then again 2 double crochet, and then we'll move on to the next space following the same process. As we always do, the two ends, that is the starting and the end point, will always be joined with the help of a simple slip stitch. From this step onwards it will be a repetition of this particular step with slight changes. So here we do 2 double crochet, again chain 2, again 2 double crochet on top of the previous set. And then move on to the next set of double crochets, and we work in the same manner all around. Again the two ends joined with the help of a slip stitch. If you notice here, I am slip stitching so that I can go to the midpoint of the 2 double crochet so that I can work the double crochets properly. That means 2 double crochet, 2 chain, again 2 double crochet on top of the previous one, and then I'll be chaining 2, and then I'll be moving ahead to the next cluster, making 2 double crochet, 2 chain gaps, again 2 double crochet. And the same process is to be repeated all around. Now the next step will again be 2 double crochet, 2 chain, again 2 double crochet in the same space, and then we are going to chain 3. I had told you earlier, the steps are going to be repeated with slight changes, so it is just that the chain space in between the 2 double crochet clusters is increasing. That is, first we had 2, then 3, then 4, 5. Like this way it is going to increase till we reach 6 chain gaps. Here we are making a beautiful doily, so I would suggest you to try this out. It is going to turn out very beautiful. The final step will have 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 double crochet, and then 6 chain space. Now let me tell you one thing, the portion that I am showing you now in yellow color, I have already done that in brown, but since the chains were not visible, so I thought it will be better to show you in a lighter shade so that you can understand. Now I have already worked in my brown one in the same manner, and the final row is, as I had told you earlier, 6 number of chains and then 2 double crochet and again 2 chains and 2 double crochet in the same previous clusters. Now you can see I've already introduced my orange yarn, and in the same manner we are going to make the set of clusters. That means 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 double crochet on top of the previous one, and then we are going to chain 4, and then we are going to make 9 number of triple crochet on top of the second set of cluster. We are going to work alternately actually. So it is going to be the previous cluster, that is 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 double crochet, and then chain 4, and then in the next cluster we are going to work 9 triple crochet, which will be followed again by another set of 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and again 2 double crochet. It is just that you need to follow the video carefully. See here, I am making 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and again 2 double crochet on top of the previous set. Now again chain 5, then we'll make triple crochet on top of the previous clusters. We are going to make 9 number of triple crochet, and we know how to make a triple crochet. We are going to wind the yarn twice on a hook. In the same manner, we need to work all around. Now, we have reached the starting point more or less, and so again we chain 5 and then slip stitch into our first cluster. Here please be careful, I am slip stitching 2 stitches so that I can move on to the midpoint of the cluster, and then I am chaining 3, which will be counted as 1 double crochet, and then 1 double crochet, 2 chains, and then 2 number of double crochet, so that the cluster can be formed. Now we are going to chain 4, and then we are going to make 1 triple crochet on top of the previous one, and then we are going to chain 1, and then again 1 triple crochet on top of the previous one, again chain 1, 1 triple crochet in the similar manner till we have 9 triple crochet and 9 number of chains, 8 number of chains in between. So the same process is to be repeated all around. all around we need to work in the same manner. We have reached the end point of this particular row, and with the help of a slip stitch we join the ends. Now here you will notice that I am again slip stitching 2 chains so that I can move on to the midpoint and make the set of double crochet, 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and again 2 double crochet. From here there is a slight change in the pattern again. We chain 4 and then slip stitch into the first chain of the triple crochet. Then we chain 5 and again slip stitch into the next chain. And again chain 5 and slip stitch on top of the triple crochet. In the same manner we need to work on top of all the triple crochet. Till we reach the starting point. Now it is the same process again. Once we reach the end, we make a chain of 4 and then slip stitch into the cluster of double crochets. Now again I am going to skip 2 space and then move on to the midpoint of the double crochet so that I can work on it properly, and the set of double crochet is formed. Then we chain 4 and then we slip stitch into the small loop that we had made in the previous row, and again start chaining 5 and work on top of each loops. Here I would like to mention that as we gradually work, we will see that there will be a decrease in the number of small loops in each and every step. So here we are going to have 7 number of loops, which were 8 in number in the row below it. We need to work in the same manner with slight changes. That is, we'll just have a decreasing number of little loops. That is, from 8 we had 7, then we are going to have 6, then we are going to have 5, and so on. And the clusters, the double crochet clusters which we are going to have in the straight line are, in this particular orange color, is 6. After that the pattern is going to change slightly. Starting each row I am slip stitching into the midpoint. That is also a very crucial step which is to be followed. here we are again joining the two ends with the help of the slip stitch so that we can move on to the next row. This is the last row where we are going to have 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 double crochet. After this step there will be change in the pattern. Here I would request all to please ignore the poor lighting as there was electricity failure in our area. Now again, after the simple slip stitch, I am making the cluster, that is 2 double crochet, 2 chain, again 2 double crochet, and again 2 chain and 2 double crochet. If you notice from here the design is changing. That means we did 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and again 2 double crochet. See, that means we are having 3 double crochet in that particular space with 2 gaps in between. This part will again be the repetition of the previous ones with a chain of 4. We slip stitch into the pattern, and then we again chain 5 and make the little loops. Now the next step will also be the repetition of the previous one, where we'll be doing 2 double crochet, 2 chain, again 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and then again 2 double crochet. That means the cluster which we had done in the earlier step is being repeated. See, it is already done. Now we'll chain 4 and then slip stitch into the pattern and start making the little loops by chaining 5. When we have worked all around, we'll slip stitch. from this point the pattern is going to change completely. We are going to work on each of the petals. So see here, I am again slip stitching to move to the desired space so that I can work my clusters. Here I chain 3, which will be counted as 1 double crochet, and then another double crochet, and then chain 2 followed by 2 double crochet. Then I'm going to chain 4, and then slip stitch on top of the pattern as we always do, and again chain 5 to make the little loops. The interesting part in making this doily is that after a certain point you get to work on the individual patterns. Our cluster is ready. Here it is a big no. We are not going to go towards the left. We'll turn our work and start working. There we are slip stitching so that we can move to the midpoint to work the cluster of 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and again 2 double crochet. Here we chain 4, and then slip stitch on top of the pattern, and again make chain 5 and make the little loops. See here we got only one little loop. If you notice, you can see our double crochet clusters are slightly tilting towards each other. We are turning our work. Now again slip stitch two chains to reach to the midpoint so that the cluster can be formed. And then chaining 4 and a slip stitch on top of the previous little loop, and again chain 4 and working the cluster of double crochet. First set is going to be complete. Turning our work towards the wrong side, again we'll slip stitch 2 chains and move to the midpoint of the cluster. And then the final step, that is joining the 2 points with the help of a slip stitch and then snipping off the yarn. See how pretty it is looking. In the same manner, we need to work on all the remaining set. By joining the yarn with the help of a slip stitch to the set of 4 double crochet clusters. Well friends, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Well, I enjoyed it a lot showing it to you all. So please do not forget to share, subscribe and comment, to hit the like button if you found the video interesting. And if you are new to our channel, do consider subscribing to stay tuned for more and more of interesting videos. So be safe, be happy, keep smiling and do the little things that brings joy to your heart. And the most important thing is to stay tuned for our future videos. So till then, bye bye from Lance Crochet Cooking and More. Bye.